Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Financial Prepper. I'm Stacey. Chris is at a meeting. He has been swamped lately, which I'm very proud of him. But anyway, today this kind of goes hand in hand with Chris is dealing with our businesses and different things like that. We're going to talk about a financial statement. How many times have you guys heard the word financial statement and you literally cringe because you have no idea what to do? You go to your CPA and they're like, you're going to have 3, 6, 9, 12 pages. You Google online. The forms look so complicated. They're impossible to fill out. You guys, it's very, very simple. It's your assets versus your liabilities. And then, of course, if you own any equipment, and I'll break it down for you, I will even be happy to email you the little simple form that I've created. If you want to text me at 318-564-5823, I will be happy to share it with you because I wish somebody would have done this to me years ago. I recommend every month you do one of these and you file it away in a folder somewhere, and you can go back and month from month, you know what your assets, your liabilities, you know what you own, you know what you have in the bank, you know what you have cash, you know what you have precious metals, you know what bills you have. It is so important to know this kind of stuff. So I'm going to break it down very, very simple. You can't really see it too well, but if you look at the top portion of, obviously you want to put the date. I always put the date because then I go back and I say, okay, 6 months ago, this is where we stood. And then your top portion is you want to start with your assets. And you want all your checking accounts. You can divide them up if you want to different checking accounts. Sometimes I just lump them all into one because we have numerous ones for different businesses or whatever. You got your savings. You got different other banks maybe. You've got investments like crypto, stocks. If you have a life insurance policy, any cash on hand, personal property. And personal property, when I say that, I mean like, I'm not talking about the microwave that's in your house, obviously. I'm talking about if you own a piece of equipment. My husband owns a forklift. He owns a tractor, personal equipment of things like that. Some of you guys might not have that, but you may have other assets, and you can kind of look into that and kind of see where you stand on this. Then you've got retirement funds. Do you have any kind of investment properties? And then your personal real estate. That's included in there also. That is an asset for you. Obviously, it's a liability to some degree because you do still have to pay taxes, you have repairs and stuff like that, but it also is an asset. If you own it, then you can always borrow against it, which I don't recommend unless you really know what you're doing. But anyway, that's beside the point. Then you've got your liabilities, any debt that you owe. And this, you guys, breaks it down till you look at it and you say, oh, okay, this is how much we owe. This is how much we have. And then you kind of can balance it out. And that also helps me set my budget. Like, how much do I want to spend in something? Or if Chris comes to me and he says, hey, I need to purchase this particular item, then I say, okay, this is how much funds we have in this particular account. Just makes it so much easier. Then you do your total liabilities and then your net worth. You guys, it's so simple. Don't make it complicated. Everybody wants to make these financial statements. I'm not a CPA, and they want to make it complicated, but at the end of the day, you just really need to know what you have asset-wise, what you have liabilities, what are your debts, and then you know where you stand. You know where your cash is, you know what you have in every account, you know where your bills are going to, and also on that note, keep a spreadsheet. Know every month what you spend, including groceries. It's so easy to do. I mean, everything's tracked now. We use debit cards, credit cards. Keep your that amount. Then you're like, okay, this month I spent this month in groceries. Do I need to rein it back in next month? It all comes down to when you have a financial statement, you know what you have. So every month I go to Chris. Chris doesn't have to question what we have. Well, actually, sometimes more than once a month. It depends on what's going on. But I go to him and I say, this is what we have. Here's where we stand. What do you want to do next? And it makes it so much easier. You don't have to go scrambling, trying to find bank statements, find checks that have cleared, not cleared. You got your spreadsheet. I just print it off and go, this is in this month of April. This is what we're spending on our bills. And it just makes life so much simpler. So it's just a little extra step, but don't be scared when someone says a financial statement. It's not scary. It's super easy. Like I said, I'll be happy to email this to you. And hopefully this will help someone, because it sure would have helped me years ago when I didn't have anything and had to figure this out on my own. So if this helps you guys, hit that like button, let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.